I got something that'll get the people on the floor.
Hey, Michael Slapsky here for a Tip Tuesday. Today I'm talking about using sound keys to make stuff move in Trapcode Mir. One really kind of easy way to make it look like the speaker's moving is I'm just going to be moving my camera's position. So I've got Trapcode Sound Keys here, and I've hit apply, so I've got my keyframes. Now I currently have it set to output the min, max, 0 to 100. So I'm going to write a very simple expression. First of all, I know I might want to animate this camera's position, to push in. So I'm going to immediately say value, because I want to be able to keep those keyframe values, but I want to add something to them. And so we'll start an array because we need 3 values. We need the x, the y, and the z. I don't want to add anything on x, so I'll put a 0 and a comma. I don't want anything on y, so I'll put 0, comma. And then I'm going to want to put something in there on the z. I don't know what the value is right now, so I'm just going to the letter z in there. And I got to tell it what z is. So z equals something. Let me make another line here. And I'm going to say, let's get these keyframe values in there. So I'll go Trapcode Sound Keys equals, and I'll use this expression pick whip to go to that value there and hit a semicolon to end it. So Trapcode Sound Keys is this value here. So I don't have to type this mess in here. It makes things a lot easier to see, which I'll put it in here. Z equals Trapcode Sound Keys. So right now, all I'm saying is take the value and add whatever these keyframe values are to the Z. And as you can see, it's moving quite a little bit every time the bass bumps there. Trapcode Sound Keys values go up, this value goes up. But I don't want to be adding 100 every time this goes up. I want to be a little more specific. And that is when we call for the linear expression. It's very simple. Let me clear out what Z is. And we're going to say, hey, this is the linear expression. Linear. And all the linear expression does is remap values, just like a gradient map in Photoshop, except instead of colors, it's numbers. So I'm going to say, what's the value we're remapping? Well, it's Trapcode Sound Keys. And the values go from 0 to 100, so I'll put those in there. And what do we want the new values to be? We'll say minus 10 to plus 10. So all this is saying is remap, that's what the linear means, remap this value, Trapcode Sound Keys, from 0 to 100. Instead of going to 0 to 100, we're going to go minus 10 to plus 10. So when Trapcode Sound Keys is at 0, this will be giving us negative 10. When Trapcode Sound Keys is at 100, it's going to be giving us plus 10. And it's adding that to the camera's current value. So that means as we go, here, I'll just hit play here. And we get a nice little subtle bumping to the speakers. But now there's another thing we could do. Instead of moving the camera, we could, in Mir, we could move the objects around. Or if we go real subtle, if we just go real small amounts here, we can kind of make it kind of kick that way. So let's do that. Hit U to reveal my keyframes on the sound keys. And then under our fractal amplitude, I'm going to alt click and I'm going to point it. I'm going to make an even simpler expression. I'm going to point it to that there. I'm going to say divide that by minus 80. Let's try that and see what that gets us. But there's a bunch of different things you can do with Trapcode Sound Keys and ways you can make things bounce to the beat. And this is just one of them.